This is 327 for the walking talking mock on inputs, outputs and file handling. So we've got an algorithm here which is shown, and it says describe this algorithm in terms of its inputs and outputs. Now this one, just going back, this one is worth 3 marks. So we know we've got to make 3 points about the inputs and the outputs. So first of all, what are the inputs to this subroutine here? We should know that inputs to our subroutine come via the parameters. So there are 2 variables that are inputs via the parameters. We also need to think about the data type that these variables might be, and our clues here are in the rest of the code. So if we take a look at the rest of the code, result isn't that one, so where's XS and YS? So what it's doing is it's iterating for the length of XS and to the length of YS. So that gives me a clue that it's either a data structure, a list, or some string. So I'm just going to take a guess at the data type could be string. In fact, I'm going to put or a list. And then the output should be quite obvious. It's that return bit there. So the output is the value stored in result. And there's our 3 points. So there are 2 variables that are inputs via the parameters. The data type could be string or a list, and then the output is the value stored in result. So now we need to state 2 advantages of using text files to store application data. So text files are external to our code, and they can be saved in secondary storage. So text files are really useful if we want to save data. So we can save data in secondary storage so that it isn't deleted when the application closes or the power turns off. So there's one advantage. It's external to our code and saved in secondary storage. So if we've got some data saved in a text file, when we switch the computer off, when we go back into the application, it can still look at that text file and see what data is stored in there. Another advantage is we can open the text file independent. I can't spell independent. Independent of our code and manipulate it. So we can access data in that text file without having to open the application as well. So there's our 2 advantages.